Hello everyone, welcome to the channel DWS Technico. In this video we are going to see the uh, how to create a container and how to exactly work on the container. Okay, so let's start. So as you know, in the previous video we have set up the Docker in CentOS 7, so we are good to go now. So firstly, to exactly to work on the container, you need to need a Docker image. Okay, so firstly you have to search whether I have a Docker image or not. So when I type Docker image ls, it listed all the images which I have. So there is Alpine. Okay, we have Alpine image, and so I need a Apache. Suppose we have a website and I need Apache to exactly deploy the application over the Apache so that we can work on this. So what we need, firstly we have to pull the Apache. So the image name is not Apache, image name is HTTPD. Okay, when you hit enter, then it will fetches the HTTPD images. Okay, when I check on the Docker image ls, okay, so it will give you the HTTPD size is 138 MB. So and what is exactly created, creation date 4 days ago, 11 days ago, it always change because the Docker hub, all the developers which are working on the Docker, which making the all the exactly image. Okay, so they always make the changes. Okay, so and they deploy over the public registry from the Docker side, so that's why it always shows the recently date. Okay, and the latest is like it is the latest update image, and this is the image ID. So what we need to do for the creation of container, firstly we have to type Docker. Okay, so before that I will give you some understanding that so how to create a container. Okay, so the container can be created in two ways. First way, we will talk about the first way, and same I will apply on the server. First way is Docker run -it. Okay, hyphen name, container name I will take a web, and the lastly image name. So image name is what? HTTPD. Okay, so what will it give? Docker run -it. Okay, so -it is exactly means that interactive mode. Okay, we will interact with the container and we will directly jump into the container. Okay, and so this will create and redirect to the into the container. Second one is Docker run -d. So it is a daemon mode, it runs behind, okay, background, in the background the container. Okay, and we can't, if I run with this container name, or what is a web is like container name. Okay, so we are giving the container name and this is the image name, so we don't give a same container name and HTTPD. We can run multiple container with the same image. These things to remember. So this will exactly create a container in the background mode and it will running. Okay, and this will directly create a container and you will just deep into the container. So when I copy this command and just paste it here and hit enter, okay, Docker run -it. Okay, so we have to give the any command. Okay, it will asks that where we have to get you. So okay, we have, so in HTTPD we have to give the command. Okay, so I need the shell, bash shell. Okay, so this is very important. So I am again creating, but with different name. I will show you what happened when I create with the same name. When I hit enter, it will directly give the error that the container name web is already used by the container with this. Okay, though it is not fully created, okay, it is created, but it is in the excited status. Excited status, it is failed. It is created but failed. So I need to take the different web, different container name. So I am taking web1, add hint enter. So yeah, I am now in the container. Okay, this is the default location of Apache. You can see here, you can go htdocs, under htdocs, here your index HTML file. Here you can give the code and launch the application. So this is the Apache application. So one thing is you need to know that container uses OS. It's a very common thing, because see, all applications are running in the OS itself. Okay, so we can check from that which that HTTPD application, Apache application, uses what OS. So it is a very simple command, cat etc os-release, and when you hit enter, you can see the version is 10 and Debian. So it uses a Debian, and beside that this is very small, I think in size 138 MB. So see, it will not give you the all infra type, whatever we have in the local machines, local OS. It will not give you the local exactly the same OS packages. Okay, the whatever we needed, so this will give only the HTTP application, that's it. This will not give all the command. If I type ifconfig, so see, it will give you error. If I type IPA, so this package is not available here, so that's why it's very small inside. Okay, and when I exit from the container, suppose, okay, and I need to check the container is running on running mode or in not running. So docker ps is a command to check the process of container. So it shows that all the I think 0 container is running right now. When I show all the container whatever we created, so in -a it will show the running container as well as the stop container as well. So see, so what happened now when I run the container, exactly it gives you to in the shell of the container, and when I exit from the container, then it directly stopped. So if suppose in the production, if we are using the container and we are into the container and after exiting, it will stop. So it will very, I think, not useful command. So what we can do, we can use our second way, the docker run -d. Okay, this command it run on the background, and I need to change the web2. Okay, web2, and see, it will run behind in the background. Web2 is the container name, status 5 seconds ago. So this is the two way to create a container. So hope you will exactly get the concept about the container. In the next video we will see to how to exactly execute in the container, how exactly port mapping works. Okay, till then, bye.